Hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. And tonight we have some pop-up thunder showers out there, reports of a little bit of small hail, and there is a risk of some funnel clouds tonight. We'll show you the latest in this version of Hutch's weather coming up right now. A quick note from my sponsors. Do you have a room in your home or office that is just tough to maintain that comfortable temperature? Call Robert Gibbons Sons today. They just might have the exact solution you're looking for. It's called a ductless mini split system, and you can get up to $2,000 in a tax rebate. Bryant Systems, whatever it takes. Energy efficient, quiet, powerful, year-round comfort. Give Robert Gibbons Sons a call. Let him know that Hutch sent you. Now, let's take a look at what we have going on. So we take a look at the radar and activity for tonight. But first, a look at where the risk for a funnel cloud may be the greatest. So here we go. Let's take a look at that right now. This is from the Storm Prediction Center as we take a look at what we have going on with that. Let me see. I've got to get to the right screen here. So give me one moment while I flip the screen over. It seems to be in the wrong window. So let me just switch it over. Here we go. Okay, so what you're looking at is a product from the Storm Prediction Center. And this little bullseye that you see down here and that little bullseye out there in Stutzman County that says 0.5. What this is called the non-violent tornado parameter, so non-supercell thunderstorm parameter. So we do have some spin in the atmosphere. There are some thunderstorms forming, and where the spin is greatest is right along the I-29 corridor here in northeast South Dakota. So once again, there is a risk at seeing funnel clouds tonight. But that said, we're not seeing the type of updrafts or the type of strong thunderstorms that really are conducive to seeing these funnel clouds make contact with the ground and become a tornado. Still, if they do, things could be pretty quickly dangerous in that sense. And if you do see a tornado, please report it to your local authorities. And now let's take a look at what's going on with regards to the radar as we head into our afternoon drive home. So again, I'm going to repeat this area, the bullseye here, eastern South Dakota, western and southwestern Minnesota. In an area of enhanced spin, and what we would call the non-supercell tornado parameter is ramping up pretty high. A level of 4 is pretty high. So chance around the Sisseton area, Sisseton Hills, points south towards Watertown, where that would be the greatest. Traverse County and Big Stone County as well in that risk for, again, funnel clouds, but not necessarily tornadoes that touch down. Here's a look at the radar. We have hit and miss showers, but here's the weird thing with these puppies. They are moving not from west to east like is normally the case, but we have these thunderstorms forming out to the east of us and moving to the west. That's because we have low pressure down to the south of us. That's right about here, south of all of this activity. And what we have going on is with the south winds, the east winds and the low pressure system way down to our south, that's causing these thunderstorms to form out here in Minnesota and move into Fargo. So look out to the east to see the storms coming your way, working their way through the region. Now let's take a closer look at what's going on with regards to the individual storms. We're going to go to the single site radar data here, and we're going to take a look at the Aberdeen radar down where we have the enhanced area of spin in the atmosphere. So we're looking near Bristol, not far from Langford. Down to the south there we have a cell. Is this puppy spinning at all? One of the things that makes these very difficult to detect from the National Weather Service's standpoint is that, well, these are very small circulations. And oftentimes the radar, well, they'll hide within the radar data because of their minuscule size. But let's go ahead and take a look at the storm relative velocities here with the radar and see if we see any spin. We do see some greens next to some reds. Greens south of Andover would be motion toward the radar. Here's reds away. So there is some rotation showing up south of Andover and off to the east of Andover. And again, this is moving in the general direction of Andover. It does not mean there's a tornado on the ground, but what you are visualizing here is in this isolated thunderstorm cell right here, we do have some spin in that cell, and that cell's very weak spin, but it could produce a funnel cloud. So if you see one and you snap a shot, I'll invite you to head on over to hutchesweather.com. Hutchesweather.com is a great place to communicate what it is you're seeing. You can click on the top up here where it says viewer picks, or if you scroll down just a piece on the page here, just a couple of scrolls down, you'll see the your photo section. You can view the gallery or you can upload your photos there as well. Thanks for the hair comment. I have it getting taken care of by the very, very best in the business over at the Blue Eye Girls Salon. They do a wonderful job. Look them up there on Broadway. All right, so again, your photos uploaded here. That helps us see what's going on across the area, and you can always drop a comment. And if we go ahead and view that gallery right now, you can see that we did get some wonderful photos across the area as we went through the last 24 to 48 hours, including gorgeous sunsets and a pretty fair weather weekend over the holiday as well. Now your forecast. Now, we do have those spotty showers and thunderstorms as shown here on the radar. And as we take a look at our temperatures across the region, you're going to notice that we have been mild. And we did get some rain showers moving through the FM area, brief clouds, and very gusty wind as that cell moved just to the south of us. It cooled us from the low 70s to the 60s out there right now. 68 Detroit Lake, 66 Fergus Falls. Passing showers have temperatures in the low 60s out there, just over in towards Big Stone County right now. 72 though in Valley City, 70 in Jamestown. Out to the west for my viewers out there in the Minot area, we do appreciate you for watching Hutch's Weather. We have temperatures out there that are around that 70-degree mark across most of western and central North Dakota until you get towards southwest North Dakota. And there in Hettinger, we have 57 degrees right now. So that's what we have going on across the area temperature-wise. Now, your forecast. Let's go to the hour-by-hour forecast model and show you where these little pimple thunderstorms will be heading as we go into the overnight hours. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. This particular model not showing as widespread of activity as we're seeing right now, so I am going to switch to another model and see if this one is more to my liking here as we get going. I think the one that I liked the best was one of these two here, so we'll take a look at that one. I'm not too impressed with that. Nope, not at all. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for one that will be the most fitting to what we're seeing right now, and that would be this particular model here. So again, scattered thunderstorms, most apparent down south, but we do have some activity up north, hit and miss style out there. Now, as we go through the late night hours and head into the overnight, the activity doesn't end. We're going to see a chance for some scattered showers working their way through the overnight. And by the way, overnight, the funnel cloud risk should go away with the thunderstorms that have formed throughout the area. We need that upward vertical motion to spread those horizontally rotating columns of air toward the ground. So that's one of the processes we watch for in meteorology. Morning conditions, an isolated shower at best, quiet conditions wind-wise. We'll have a better chance at seeing some sun up north. So once again, you will be lucky enough to have those afternoon temperatures be the warmest. Now, we'll have spotty thunderstorms across southern Minnesota primarily. So the zone of thunder shower activity will shift just a little bit south of where it was today. And we'll continue with spotty showers at best on the coolest day of the 7-day period. So if you have a question, drop it up on the comments here. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Tracy. Garden would love some rain, as was mine. I did a little bit of yard work out there today, and I loved every minute of it, pulling some weeds even. And, you know, we all get a little tired of that, just like we get tired of shoveling snow. But I'm so thankful for the green, beautiful smelling lilacs and just some warm temperatures to spend outside and outdoors. Tonight, overnight temperatures will dip to around 45 to 50 degrees for almost all of us here, from central and eastern Minnesota right into the Red River Valley. We will see some cooler temperatures where we do have a few breaks in the clouds out there, 40 to 45 degrees in central parts of North Dakota. Do notice a light wind to start your day on your Wednesday morning, and then hump day afternoon. Looks like we'll see temperatures that will be coolest down to the south of Fargo. Fargo has a great chance at another 70-degree day. It looks lovely out there, but again, hit and miss showers can't be ruled out, but I do believe there'll be a little bit better chance to our south. And up north, because you'll have an even lower chance of scattered thunderstorms. They'll be isolated at best. How about 74 for your garden up there in the Hallock area? Tracy, thanks for watching. And again, hope you're enjoying your weather, because there are some wonderful changes coming our way if you like heat. Check it out. Thursday, we're back to average. Average temperatures, 73. We're going to bump above it as we go into Thursday. And then Friday, it looks downright hot. Closing out May on a very warm trend. Near 80 to 85 degrees each day. Washed out the windows outside, said Brenda. Inside and out. Wow, that's very productive day. It's got to feel good to sit down and sip some lemonade after a day like that. An isolated thunder shower cannot be ruled out on Friday, but here we go. Heading through the weekend and starting meteorological summer on Sunday. It does look like an isolated storm will be out there, mid-80s. Monday and Tuesday, Hutch has highlighted because his elbow's cracking. Listen. Did you hear that? That's my elbow. Not really. Okay. Pam, thank you for watching Hutch's weather. I do want to point out, we'll take a look at a model of what I'm watching. I think we could see some strong to severe storms as we go from Monday night into Tuesday. This would encompass most of North Dakota and much of Minnesota going into Tuesday as the storms exit the valley in the morning, heading out into portions of eastern Minnesota for your Tuesday afternoon. So a chance at some strong to severe thunderstorms. I've had a couple people come up and ask me, they've seen maps online that say we're going to have a more active severe weather season in June. You know what? That happens every June. I can tell you, we start ramping up with our probability for thunderstorms in June. It's not abnormal. And quite frankly, looking at the data I'm seeing for climate models and such, I don't see we're having day after day after day of thunderstorm potential. That's just not the way it's going to pan out. So stick with Hutch here. We'll keep you on top of it when you need to know. And my eyes are focusing out 6 to 7 days for our next round. Let me show you what I mean. And why don't you tag a friend in this part so that they get a chance to see it. We're going to look at the good old-fashioned European model. I will zoom this model in so we can get into our region as we're really focusing on our chance of storms where they could impact. Being out 6 and 7 days, I must admit and really pass along to you that models that go out this far do have some problems with timing and location, but I've seen the trend for the last couple of days. So that's called consistency. And that's the consistency that Hutch looks for as we go through. I got an image upload here on hutchesweather.com. Ding, ding, ding. I'll go over and upload the details on that and see if we can pass that along in this live broadcast. Not only to say thanks to those of you who are uploading the photos, but essentially to appreciate each and every one of you. Like Nathan here, who's uploaded a photo for us all now, and Rebecca in Dent sharing one from your Memorial Day. We'll go over that in a second. Right now, let's take a look at this European model. We're going to have the unsettled weather tonight and into the morning hours, a couple of showers, a little break, and then boom, a little bit more as we go into Tuesday. Now look at this. Friday's thunderstorm chances really are going to be there, but they're going to be hit and miss at best. It's not an organized system. And we are going to start to see that warm up as we were talking about. And in the warmer conditions in the afternoon, we'll get rising pockets of air and thunderstorms can happen. But that's not the days Hutch is watching. Sunday night, an isolated storm, but look at, here we go. Low pressure. This is a Colorado low lifting out. South winds here will bring moist air from the Gulf, and that moist air from the Gulf will eventually rise. And look at this as we head into the late night hours on Tuesday. So parts of North Dakota will get afternoon thunderstorms and evening thunderstorms. South Dakota as well. Could they be severe? You betcha. Why? Because we have a warm front located right here. Warm, humid air feeding the storms into the nighttime hours means we could not only have hail and wind, but there'll be some spin in the atmosphere. Brenda, thank you for tagging a friend. Hopefully, is it Lana? Okay, thank you. Hopefully Lana joins us. And Michael, thank you. Looking at for Wabae Lake, South Dakota, we're looking pretty good. But if you can see this, as we head into next week, this is why Hutch is starting to raise the flag that there is a possibility of some stout thunderstorm activity. By Tuesday morning, they're moving through the valley with gusty winds. And then on Tuesday afternoon, the storms reform out in Minnesota, and those could be severe. The best chance will be central Minnesota and out to the east for those of you out in the Twin Cities and Duluth area. After that, it's quiet for a little bit, but maybe another round of showers and storms toward the end of next week as well. So that's a look at what we have going on. And again, a highlight on that 7-day planner showing the heat is on as we head to the late week. We're going to close out May, close out meteorological spring, and head into meteorological summer with warm temperatures and a chance for a few strong storms. Thank you for watching. Now I'll take a minute and say thank you to everybody who's uploaded photos at hutchesweather.com. Check these puppies out, right? Nathan, just getting on during this broadcast and uploading this photo here. And again, some filtered sunshine is what I would call that, Nathan. And I definitely like your photos. Thanks. Keep them coming. This one from Dent, Minnesota. And actually, this is a beauty. You can actually see what we call virga. What is a virga? Well, no, that's not a pill that you take. It's virga in meteorology is precipitation falling from the bottom of the cloud, but it's evaporating before it has a chance to make its way to the ground. Out in western North Dakota, where the drought has been consistent and persistent and pretty bad until last week, where we did get some modest improvement, our thunderstorm clouds and clouds form way high off the ground because the air is so dry, meaning those raindrops have to pass through a deep layer of dry air before they ever make their way to the ground. And as a matter of fact, this image showing some virga not making its way down to the ground. But that was in Dent, Minnesota. Thanks so much for heading over to hutchesweather.com. Not only checking out what we have on here for you, because there's some exciting announcements coming very soon. I couldn't do it without my fine sponsors up here at hutchesweather.com. And that includes my friends right here at Dun Blazers Painting. Now, I got to tell you what, it's getting to be that painting season. And in fact, Hutch is starting to get projects going right now. Near the lower portion of the page, you're going to see Dun Blazers Painting right here. They are a Lakes area, but tri-state painting service. Interior, exterior painting, they can get the job done for you. You can click on the button here, the link, and they'll take you to their contact information and some more details on what and who they are, and you can give them a call. Let them know that Hutch sent you at Dun Blazers Paint, and you can get a 10% discount. Call Sean at Dun Blazers today and tell him Hutch sent you. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I appreciate everybody joining me here for this live update. You can get the latest weather information on hutchesweather.com. Do not forget, I mentioned we have a chance for some funnel clouds. Here's where we'll repeat this just because I think that it's worth repeating out here as we head into the evening hours. There is a chance, an increased chance at seeing some funnel clouds, not necessarily strong tornadoes. The chance of tornadoes is low, but the best chance for these funnel clouds will be in northeast parts of South Dakota. So Watertown area, Lake Traverse area, and out into parts of western and southwestern Minnesota. There is a slight chance as well that a couple of these cells that are drifting through the James and Cheyenne River valleys could also have a chance at producing a funnel cloud. If you do see one, call your local authorities. It's important. And if it makes contact with the ground, stay away from it and go through your tornado precautions. A tornado is dangerous, whether it's coming from one of these non-supercell style tornadoes or storms or otherwise. Have a wonderful evening. We'll check back a little bit later and we'll talk more about the forecast right here on Hutch's Weather. Have a good